Alright, Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to this XRP video update. It's been a long time we haven't talked about XRP, so it's time for me to start to talk about XRP again. It's time we see what exactly XRP is trying to do at this point of time. So previously when I talked about the XRP, is that I saw this one descending triangle. Okay, so this was the descending triangle with a technical target to go down to 0.1532, and that's where the prices haven't really gone to the downside just yet. So there are two patterns that I want to talk about. That's number one being a descending triangle, and that's one way to look at descending triangles. It's just like when you're moving down like this, and you get a squeeze and you pop to the downside and continue even lower. And that's exactly what we do have here. So one move to the downside, one push to the upside. The sellers were heavy here, buyers were heavy down there. Went down, the buyers was heavy down there. Went up, sellers got heavy, went to the downside, they went up for the retest, and we've never actually come down to the main technical target. So it's going to be important to push above this descending triangle neckline here, or the resistance line, which is nearly 0.5 something. And if you get above here, then that will be an amazing thing. But I told you, we're going to talk about two patterns. Now, the second pattern I do see is on the daily as well, and it's the following. So weirdly enough, I'm going to talk about this in detail, is that you have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, which pretty much becomes a head and shoulders. And actually, speaking about the head and shoulders, this is what we exactly have. The left shoulder here, the head, and that's the right shoulder. And the result of this one is that you're going to end up having that neckline and break to the downside and continue even lower. Now the question really is that, okay, it makes sense for a head and shoulder to appear when an uptrend is there. Why would it make sense to have a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder when it's actually in a downtrend already? These ones are meant to be reversal patterns only when an uptrend happens, and then you make that huge head and shoulder and then go down. So what kind of a misery is this? Now I think it's just a myth that head and shoulders should only be when you appear on the top of something, and it doesn't necessarily mean that a head and shoulder cannot be played when you go in a downtrend. Why? Simple answer is that it's just a pattern, and that pattern has a neckline, and when you break that neckline, that pattern has a target. Simple. It doesn't have to do something with the top or the bottom. I don't think it has anything to do with anything like that. So let's talk about the trend line, because I've seen so many head and shoulders in a downtrend. I've seen TLM having one, TRM having one, some few different coins I've covered in the past. They had exact head and shoulders in a downtrend, and they actually popped below the neckline as well. So if we bring this one big support line, you're going to have a decision coming in by nearly 4th of May. So 4th of May is quite a long time to wait. Actually, it's March already, so you have like maximum a month and a half to wait until the end of the apex. Now during the end of the apex, it's going to be either you break the downtrend and you go back to that neckline of the descending triangle 0.5, or you continue completely to break below the neckline of the head and shoulders, and then you continue to drop lower to a technical target that I think is going to be from the top of the head down to the neckline. And if we bring this one right here, then you might potentially be looking at 0.2188 for XRP in the future. And that's it. That's pretty much it for this update. Let me know if it's going to play out in the comments, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.